I'm recording. You have not. Okay. I'm trusting that y'all will be honest and not just try and glom games off me. But you know what? Oh no, that's for next month. Sorry, never mind. What purchases? Let's go looking. You know what I bought today? I bought Jedi Fallen Order for $28. Very proud of that. It's very exciting. I have not played it yet because I just bought it today. Let's see what was big in February 2018. Oh, okay. I have a free copy of Tacoma. Nope, not giving that away. You already played it. Okay, but okay, privately send me your email address. Come on, Griffin. I'm going to send you a really good game. I've played this game. That's why I don't need it. It is called Life is Strange.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Do you have it already, Griffin? I do not. Okay. No. Should have bought it yourself. Where is it? Here, download. Here we go. Control V. If you don't cry during Life is Strange, you are dead inside. So there you go. Life is Strange. Go for it. I hope you're just like sobbing at some point, and your parents come in and are like, "What's going on?" What? Chloe. Right. Because I did. I was sobbing. And I'm man enough to admit it. Darn it. Okay, so let's see. Life is Strange. Chloe is awesome. I've also played Life is Strange 2, but only the first 3 episodes. Episode 5 was not out yet, and I was like, if I get to the end of episode 4 and I don't have episode 5, Stanley, you didn't cry? The second one, well, so is the second one the one that Chloe stars in, or is it Life is Strange 2?
Poor Stanley.
Because I played that, and there's the Captain. What's the one with the kid that's just like a little 1 episode dealio, Captain Underpants or something. I forget. So I played Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is the story of Chloe. It's a prequel. Chloe falling in love with her girlfriend. I forget her name. And then the Captain Underpants one, where a little kid has superpowers. And then the second one was about the brothers. So that's Life is Strange 2, which is actually Life is Strange 3, because Life is Strange Before the Storm was Life is Strange 2, but it takes place before Life is Strange. Whatever. So, yeah, the brothers. So I'm at episode 3 in the brothers, and then I stopped because episode 5 wasn't out yet, and I didn't want to get to episode 4 and be like, no. Okay, go play Life is Strange. Cry, sob inside. And yes, Before the Storm is a prequel game. But there are surprises and things to discover in that game about how Chloe got the way she is. So, and I'd like to see Max again. I don't know. I really like Life is Strange. Although I thought Life is Strange, it's written by a bunch of French guys and specifically guys about teenage girls. And some of it, some of it sounds like how they think America is rather than how it actually is. So there's a couple of, a number of things that one of these teenagers will say something and you go, I don't think teenagers speak that way. Now, granted, I'm an old guy too. So maybe teenagers speak that way now and I'm the one on the outside. But that was my brief review of Life is Strange 1. I think they got better with as they went on. So anyway, okay. So stuff happened this weekend with SKC. Let me share that with you, because why not? You guys weren't doing it, but the other class was doing it. So, and I was doing it, and Karen was doing it. So the website has totally changed. So first off, we got the what is it? I can't keep that word in my head, Karen. Vindaloo,
Vindolanda.
Vindolanda, right? So there was a password for agents, which was 11, which was how long the each segment of the video was 11 seconds long. So the password was 11. And that got you to, congratulations, you're a level 1 agent. So I got there. Karen, did you get there?
I did not get to 11. I have to admit, I copied and pasted 11.
Well, but you put it in.
I am officially a level 1 agent, yes.
Right.
And I am not also listed down at the bottom there.
Right. So what is going on here? I'm not here.
Know.
What the heck?
Right? I feel
I am a level
neglected.
1 agent. Yes, I have
right.
Been robbed of my due.
A chopped meat agent.
And who is this Poseidon? Huh? Have we looked at the source for this?
Source code? No.
View page source. Okay, coders, look for anything that's weird in here. I'm scrolling. Nah, everything looks fine. Yeah. And jetpack open graph tags? No. Site navigation, wrap, masthead. I don't see anything. This is all standard crap. A lot of paths. Yeah, nothing. I don't see anything in the page source there, but worth looking at. I don't know why Poseidon got to be a level 1 agent and no one else did. So once we got 11, it gave us a long string of random or of enciphered code, which if you use 11 as your key in a Vignaire cipher, how do you pronounce that again?
Vignaire.
Pronounce Vignaire. But that's not Vignaire cipher. I don't trust how that guy pronounces it. Vignaire. Ah, come on. Vignaire. Visionaire.
Ah.
Visionaire. Okay, so that sounds very French. Let me see.
Well, after Trustine.
Oh, you couldn't hear the
French
sound.
accent.
Oh
No,
well.
we couldn't.
Whatevs. Visionaire. That's how it's pronounced.
Completely authentic
Yes,
to me.
and you must have a baguette while you are saying visionaire.
I just had a thought.
Yes.
So previously in the email, there was a birthday invitation in Latin or something, and from Rome, right?
Oh yeah,
it was on
Yeah,
one
the
of
Roman
the
birthday
Vindolanda
invitation.
thing. Yeah.
So what I was thinking is, so Poseidon is a Greek god, and a lot of the Greek gods have Roman names. So maybe there's a connection there. Poseidon, Neptune, if they have the same number of letters, then it could be a key to a cipher.
Maybe, but we don't have any
I would-
cipher. So
yeah, you would have to count out like
yeah.
the same number of letters.
They gave us some enciphered an enciphered message, and we had gotten to level 1 with 11. So if you use 11 as the key of a Visionaire cipher with that enciphered text, you got can someone relieve me of this meddlesome priest or troublesome priest, which is what Henry II said about Thomas à Becket. He didn't. It's the classic politician doesn't order somebody killed, but he says, "Can somebody please get rid of this guy for me?" So it's plausible deniability, and it was labeled location, right? So Thomas à Becket was murdered in Canterbury Cathedral because he was the Archbishop of Canterbury. So the answer was Canterbury, but there was no place to put Canterbury, right? In fact, one of the things I did was go up here and write Canterbury, because that's always a good thing to do. Nope, not there. So Canterbury was nowhere to be found, but then this tab popped up out of the blue, pins, and it's just a picture, and there's a pin on London and a pin on Canterbury.
And it's just, by the way, it is a picture that comes out of a wiki for the York Ambulance Services something or other. So there's nothing about the image that has any hint in it other than the stars.
And is that picture, does it have these 2 stars on it?
No.
It's
No.
just
They've added the stars and removed a little bit of color, but the map is exactly the same.
Okay. So here's the thing. And missions. This was where the puzzles were, but now it's give us your name and your email and tell us a fact about your favorite city. Huh.
It's just starting to feel like they're going to be using what you give them in order to make new puzzles to give to other people.
Yeah.
This could be weird. This could be very interesting.
Well, so it says, do not include the name of the city. It can be any city in the world. So the only thing I can think, because I sent in a rando fact about a city, maybe this is this is where you're supposed to put in the Canterbury solve, right? But that puzzle is gone now. Like if you've stumbled across this now, you can't solve that puzzle. It's gone. They took down the puzzles, like the link to the video is gone. And it looks like they have 14 players, right? Those are the hard. I am one of those 14. I don't know if any of the rest of you are, but they're certainly big on collecting your email address. Maybe Poseidon is the only one who put in the right fact, right? So let me try this. Thomas, is it Thomas Beckett? Thomas Beckett. He's a saint also. Thomas Beckett, also known as St. Thomas of Canterbury. Nope. Thomas Beckett. Is it two T's? Oh, jeez. Nope, just one. Okay. Thomas Beckett was killed here. Let's try that. Maybe that'll get me to level 1. But mostly it feels like they panicked. They had a bunch of puzzles up. They had a nice little video up. Suddenly people were just wrecking their puzzles. And I say wrecking as in they put up a puzzle and we solved it within hours. Even though there are only 14 people. And they said, oh my God, we're never going to be able to sustain this rate of puzzles if the people, like, the expectation was it would take us days or weeks to solve the Vigenère cipher. And here we are 2 hours later. Honestly, I was having breakfast on Saturday morning, and one of my other grad students, Eric, that I had shown this to, he was just texting me saying, oh, we got the first thing. Also, remember there was a data tab that asked for another password. That goes to, that goes to here. Which is updated automatically every 5 minutes. It's Google Docs with links to other Google Docs. Memory 3, Catherine, with a little story here. Little micro story. So suddenly we have 2 story beats and there were a couple of puzzles. Sometimes I think old students who are bored in quarantine make things.
Can you post that? Because I've lost track of that one too.
Okay, sure. Let me close it.
I have the video. I don't have that page.
Okay, I'll put it in chat.
Although I really I was telling the group, this is disappointing to me at this point. I'm like,
Yeah.
You know, where's my, I invested some time and now I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So they're losing me fast.
Yeah. So this is a great lesson in what not to do.
Right.
Right. They gave us a flurry of activity and then disappeared. And really the disappearance comes down. It may be something they planned, but it feels like they went, people are looking. we don't know how to deal with it, and shut everything down. That is the entire story right there. So apparently, what is this? Kate forgets things, right? And this one is Catherine, probably the same person. So every day she forgets. I don't know. So that's interesting. Maybe that's behind the changes to the website. Maybe Kate doesn't realize what happened yesterday. Also, would like no agents here. No, is it apply? No. Tell us about yourself. Agents. Update. Please fill out our contact form to begin the application process. Each application is handled differently, and no two agents undergo the same training. That's new. Oh, there's a third comment. Oh,
that was just me.
That was just you poking them. So this was Karen when she went off on a whole Cambridge Analytica thing.
Oh yeah, but you know the story is actually, I think their inspiration comes from Cambridge Analytica.
I don't know. SKC is Stone Keep Castle.
It's all data, but and you pointed out it's off by one letter. Wasn't there another ARG you showed us that was off by one letter?
No, that's just HAL 9000 is off one letter from IBM.
Oh, right.
And Arthur C. Clarke denies that was his thinking at all.
So Cambridge Analytica was the data company, the data storage company that was involved with the 2016 election issues. So yeah. Anyway.
I'm sorry. So anyway, so that's where this is. It started out strong, and I was impressed with it, and then it kind of exploded. That's what happens with a lot of ARGs. The Milwaukee ARG was really strong, and then they ran out of money and just stopped. I got to show you. I got another little movie to show you. It's just that. Well, let's see. I have 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to stop the share and try and find this real quick. Prime Video. My purchases and rentals. Okay, so where is it? Nope, movies. Manage TV shows, movies. Here we go. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, I gotta find. Usually I'm prepped for this. Hey. Okay. So let's share this with you, and I'll show some more of this tomorrow. Share screen, computer sound optimized for video clip. Share. Okay. Oh, wait. Stop share. Share. We want this. Share. Okay.
I guess it was about 2.5 years ago. I was walking around the city and I started seeing these crazy flyers up on poles everywhere. The first flyer I think I kind of half read, and it just seemed to be a marketing for some sort of invention. I think it was the Vital Orbit was the first one I saw. Didn't even pull one of the little flyers yet. It wasn't until I walked around more and more and started seeing some of the other flyers that I really started wondering what the heck this thing even was. I started grabbing some of the little tags and calling the numbers and hearing the messages.
Thank you for calling the Jejune Institute, San Francisco headquarters. We would like to invite you to a special orientation session. We are located at 580 California Street, Suite 1607. For those dark horses with the spirit to look up and see, a recondite family awaits.
I kind of didn't know what to think. I at first thought, okay, someone's making these crazy advertisements for something that's almost too impossible to even exist. And they seem to be urging me to visit this physical place. Once I got to 580 California Street, I was kind of intimidated a bit by both the locale and the building. I realized this is downtown financial district. This is a high rent district. This is a place where you have Bank of America. I walked in and asked for the Jejune Institute. The security guard seemed to know what the place was, asked for my ID, had me sign in, gave me a visitor badge, and at that point directed me to the elevators. I get out and see this very normal looking lobby, and I see the receptionist there who didn't really seem at all like anybody from the website. You know, I wasn't really seeing the name of this company I was looking for. And the receptionist, you know, asked me if she could help me. I said, yeah, I'm here for the Jejune Institute. And she handed me a key, and that seemed to be that. On one side's a map. On the other side, there's instructions guiding me through the floor I'm on to some location. So I navigated the floor based on the map and the instructions and ended up at a room.
Greetings. Welcome to the Jejune Institute, San Francisco Induction Center. Please enter the room and close the door behind you. Now, have a seat in the lounge chair provided for you. In a moment, our orientation program will begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
You now sit in a satellite induction office of the Jejune Institute, located in the deep forests of San Francisco. The room in which you are currently located rests exactly 6 floors beneath our global headquarters. The California Center is one of many such stations spread around the globe, in locations such as Oslo, Seville, Algiers, Bombay, Quebec, and Santiago. But the origins of the Jejune Institute are right here. It all began in 1962, when a small group of academics came together around a common interest in the advancement of socio-re-engineering. During the 60s, the society was a closely knit forum for experimental research techniques, utilized to expand interpersonal trust among fellow human subjects. During the 1970s, under the leadership of luminary metaphysicist Octavio Coleman Esquire, the Institute gained a wide influence and prestige for which it is now known. Along with contemporaries Werner Erhard and Stuart Emery, Coleman helped spearhead the still nascent movement of personal growth and self-help. The work they did collaboratively amid the breeding grounds of Est, Echelon, and Dianetics helped to spawn 1,000 like-minded prophets of pop psychology. But what the Jejune Institute is most celebrated for today are the many advanced technological products and services they have brought to the international marketplace.
Okay. It sounds like the Shining soundtrack. I have actually been to that building and gone to the security guard and said I would like to go to the Jejune Institute, and was sent up to the 16th floor, handed that key, and went into that little room, where I watched essentially that video. This was probably 10 years ago now. I'll talk more about the Jejune Institute tomorrow. It was an ARG that ran for years in San Francisco, and no one knew. It was obviously highly financed. It had money, because you can't have a room in a building like that without paying a lot of rent, right? So where was this money coming from? And I actually went to an ARG conference and saw a panel of the creators of this ARG, and we kept asking, where do you get your money? And they said an anonymous donor. Because here's the other thing, we were like, who's the sponsor? Because there was the big thing. It ran for years in San Francisco, and it was very San Francisco based, and it didn't advertise anything. It wasn't a marketing thing. It wasn't about Halo or True Blood on HBO or the AI movie or The Dark Knight. It wasn't about anything. It was about the Jejune Institute. And so they wouldn't tell us. They said an anonymous donor. And we're like, well, what is your budget? And they said, we go through about $2 to $3 million a year. And we have enough money to run for 2 more years. And that was, I don't know, 2005, no, it was 2007, maybe. I don't know, maybe 2008. It ran and eventually shut down. And then they made this movie. And there's supposed to be a Netflix series. Let me see if that came out. June. I saw previews for it. Jejune Netflix. Jejune Institute Netflix. The Institute. No, that was 20. So this movie came out in 2013. Oh, it's on. It's not on Netflix. It's on Amazon. Watch the Institute. No, that's this. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a Netflix series with Sally Field. Sally Field Netflix series. Maniac, Little Evil. Now it's gone. There were previews for it. I swear to God, I saw this preview, and I was like, "Oh, that's the Jejune Institute." And they've made a Netflix series out of it, and now it's disappeared. I will try and find it by tomorrow. Okay, so it's 4:36. Let's do breakouts so that you guys can actually get things done. I think we only need 4, but no, we only need 4. And we'll do manually, create rooms. We'll do writing. Let's put this
Who's
over
doing
here.
the recruiting here?
No recruits. No recruiting over here.
Gameplay
Aren't
would
it?
like to be put
Jared's
together.
asking for. Sorry, Jared. Jared's asking for gameplay and tech to be put together. So that would
Okay.
be 3 breakout rooms.
Writing, art, and gameplay tech. Okay. So writing is Xavier and Jaden and Ben and Stanley and Griffin. Okay. Art is Rachel and Yassine and Hanwen and Clarissa and Suyi. Okay, and gameplay tech is everybody else, right? Zach, Jake, Jared. Where's Jared? There's Jared. Nick, Winnie, and Yang Ching. Okay. Okay. Who did I forget? Okay. So, Emily, where do you want to go? Writing. Okay. Emily. Annie, where am I supposed to put you in gameplay? Okay. I don't know why you're not on my list. Hao Chen, where are you supposed to be?
No answer.
Hao Chen is in tech.
Tech.
Shane, where are you supposed to be?
Tech.
Tech. And Mike, where would you like to be? Actually, let me make you a co-host so you can move around.
Yeah, me too. Last time I was stuck.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Is there any group that the leads think need any help?
Who's going to lead Emily? Emily, co-host. Yes.
Emily and Rachel, right? No?
Who's still? Mike, where do you want to go? Tech. Okay. Karen, why don't you go? Why don't you go to art?
All right, cool.
Okay. Poof.
Off we go.
Oh, what was that, Xavier?
I was saying that since the goddess segment isn't until later in the schedule, uh, let's aim for the goddess script to be done by Thursday, the latest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for some of the stuff that's later, we do have a bit more cushion and time to work on it, especially if there's other classes. Like, make sure you're still getting your work done.
Yeah. Did everybody get a chance to look at the script I wrote up for the ritual? It's pretty short.
I haven't taken a look at it yet, but I have.
Here, I believe so, but I can like ask with writing to clarify if it is like want like audio or it want like our someone's like
Yeah.
face it.
And like, do they want is somebody voicing over this stuff? I don't know if they already have somebody like that's playing a role.
Which
Yeah,
role is
yeah, I'll
this? Sorry, I came in the middle. Which role?
We're looking at the ARG ritual
We're
script.
looking at yeah, the writers like wrote up a script for like a video that needs to be made.
Okay.
So it's like compiling like questions to like ask them about it because they posted it during class, so we're all just looking at it now.
Okay. I can go ask him. You can ask him. You've got the Discord, right?
As I just like we're compiling all the questions we want to ask, so then
Okay.
I can like ask them.
Okay. I'm going to leave
Alright,
you
so
to
I-
it then, because you sound like you've got things to do.
Alright, so just want to do this over.
On that way, but I'm fine with whatever. Also, anyone else on this call can contribute. I'm not the only one who can talk. But
yeah, I didn't really
just my
understand.
thoughts.
I didn't really understand what you were saying before, but this, like, the video definitely helps a lot.
Yeah.
I guess like thematically, like that version has like a thematic thing to it, like you're like trying to destroy the cultists program type thing.
Yeah.
Which
The other one, it would be, or thematically, would be stopping the cultist files themselves from getting up there
okay.
as they upload themselves.
Mhm.
If you want the story aspect of the others.
The sorting one?
Yeah, either the sorting one or like the Fruit Ninja style one. Both those, it would just be you doing that stops the cultists from actually getting onto the internet.
All right.
I think I like either the Fruit Ninja or the second one. The sorting is a little simple. But either way, I don't think it would take you too long, Shane. You don't, if you need all the way to Monday, then that's fine. But I feel like you could probably get it done by like Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Definitely could.
All right, cool. I don't know. Should we have like a vote or something? Which game do people prefer?
Yeah.
Or does no one care?
I mean, all of those options seem like pretty fine to me.
I think the maze one is pretty cool.
Yeah, the only thing about the maze one is like it's a lot harder to create art for that one, I feel. I could be wrong though.
Depends
Like,
on like what your idea of like what it should look like
Yeah,
is. It could be something as simple as just blocks.
that's true.
I mean, if we want something that is more aesthetic looking than blocks, we can ask the artists if they can come up with some ideas.
In the chat, I just put a little. I just made a quick little straw poll if we want to do a vote
Sure.
on which ones people think are just pick your favorite.
I think the Fruit Ninja one is definitely going to be a lot more straightforward for me to make personally.
Okay.
The maze one is a little ambiguity, and I would have to like really flesh out all the details of that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely a good point.
Yeah, I mean, Maze just destroyed that straw poll. 7 votes.
But also, practicality-wise, that is definitely something we should consider.
If the Fruit Ninja is easier, then we should just go with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I voted for that one because I feel like it has good thematic, and it also can be like, it can be kind of challenging. Like the artist can make like 3 or 4 different cultist sprites, like the ones that are like bigger and more detailed, like take more swipes, and I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to implement.
Yeah.
Like it's a very clear idea.
That's a good point. So, seems like we're going to try to do the Fruit Ninja style thing.
Yeah.
Any objections? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
All right, cool. Glad we got that straightened out. Now we can
So
tell.
there was no use for the poll anyway.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, whatever. I was just kind of curious on what people's personal preferences were.
Yeah, but it's also ease
What,
of access.
what we can get Shane to actually do.
Okay. So then I'll put in the art chat like what. So what we want like like we can get like 3 or 4 cultist sprites. Would we need like maybe like a background image kind of thing?
Yes, I'd also get some fairy sprites, as those could be the things that you need to let pass through.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Good point. Good point.
Okay, let the fairies pass through. Do not let the cultists pass through.
Is that what the artist has been working on? Because I've been seeing some fairy sprites they've been working on.
I think some of the sprites that they've been doing were for their images of fairies in real life and other things throughout the internet, like all like the distorted fairy images that they're planning for the sites. Though I bet some of those probably could be used for the game.
The glitch ones I know are supposed to be used for like the websites. I'm like 90% sure on that.
Yeah, and then they've created some ones with different expressions as well, was what I saw recently.
I think that was for
the goddess.
Yeah.
I wasn't
sort of
quite
chat
sure.
thing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that like.
Because the goddess is more of like an interaction thing where like she kind of talks to you, so they need like some little like animations for it.
Oh, okay.
How many dummy articles do we need to write for event 1 on Thursday? Winnie, they sent you 2, right?
I got 2, and it's for Wednesday, right? Because it's the rabbit hole.
No,
So
there's one article that is the rabbit hole, and then there's more articles for Thursday.
Oh, there's more for Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's.
So the writers said that they're gonna talk to you guys so you guys can agree on a number of how many extra articles that are gonna pop up, so they know how many articles to make and you guys know how many websites to make, essentially.
What's on these articles though? Like we didn't hear about, the tech team definitely hasn't heard about these new websites yet.
It's just along with like the original corrupted article, it's supposed to lead you to a series of other articles that just have like autocurrences in them. So I think writers are gonna schedule a meeting later with you guys to explain that more.
Okay, so far I've gotten 2 articles, but they're filler articles for the first web page. That's the rabbit hole.